Hi, you've got Floyd Rose problems. Three elements. There is the string tension, there are the springs in the back, and there are the fine tuners. What I would advise is get everything within a semitone of perfect tuning, then tighten up the locking nut, then adjust the fine tuners. What you'll find is if you bust the string and you put a new string in, when you tighten it up, it will come back almost perfectly in tune. Now, this is my main guitar. This is 1989 Charvel Predator. Rare as rocking horse shit now. It's my favorite guitar because I know exactly what sound it's going to make whenever I want it to make a sound, which is handy. But this is E standard tuning, so there's G. Now, you've got to bear in mind the string tension. It's not going to go up as high as it goes down, obviously. So we're going to go, I don't know, let's just do a riff. So we go. So what we did there was go down there, hit a harmonic there. So that's about the limit you'd want to go in E standard. That it's probably about a tone and a half upward bend. It's not that excessive bend that you get with lower tunings like drop B, which I'll show you in a minute. Mainly because if you do it too high, you're gonna bust strings. The tension only goes so high. Yeah, you know, drop tunings are great, but you can also achieve a lot in standard tunings, you know. So you know, so it's a nice sound. Okay, you've got to bear in mind Dimebag, if you're playing Pantera songs, use the Digitech whammy pedal to achieve a lot of those excessive upward bends. But I'll be back in 2 seconds in drop D. Right, so next up we have a Jackson Soloist tuned to drop D. You can tell it's a soloist because it has the neck through, whereas the Dinky has a bolt-on neck. Now, this being tuned to drop D, it's still using Ernie Ball Super Slinkies, which are 9 to 42. They'll cope with most tunings except drop A and drop G. This is great for things like because you're only dropping the tuning of the E to D, it doesn't change too much, but it does mean you're having to rebalance the bridge all the time. But it'll still give you about the same degree of upward bend. You know, it's not going to be excessively different because the string tension is very much the same. But you know, drop D is a nice tuning. It's very lazy tuning, actually. I mean, there's just so much you can do with drop D, let's face it. But we'll move on to the biggie, my favorite tuning, drop B. Okay, so here we go. Part of the third. This is a Jackson Dinky, completely standard in every way. Bolt on neck, as you can see. Although this is a limited edition, actually. They don't make them anymore. In fact, the factory where they made them was actually destroyed by the tsunami in Japan, believe it or not. So it's one of the last Japanese Jacksons. There you go. Anyway, this is tuned to drop B. which is beloved of many new metal bands, especially people like Slipknot, Machine Head, Linkin Park. Jesus Christ, you name it. They tune to drop B. I'm still using on this guitar and my other drop B guitars, Ernie Ball Super Slinkies. Why? Because I don't smash guitars when I'm playing them. You've got to be quite gentle when you're using nines. Now, it does take a long time to balance the bridge. What you're trying to aim for is the bridge being horizontal, like that. Don't know if you can see that properly. It takes a long time to balance those screws in the back with the string tension and the fine tuners in the bridge. Once you do, happy days. So really, with the drop B tuning, obviously string tension's lower, so you've got a much higher upward pull if you want. There's been many times I've had this guitar and my Jackson King V, just I've been holding them up by the trem, just because the string tension's so low. You can do insane shit like that. If the string tension was higher, I'd pop every single one of them. But I've shown you E, drop D, drop B. I'd say the most flexible tuning out of the lot is probably drop D. But if you really want to be going into you know, like Slipknot and shit, you need to be going into drop B minimum. So hopefully that helps. Have fun with your Floyd. Just remember, be gentle with it. You don't have to muller it. And if you can't get used to a Floyd, just use a Digitech whammy pedal. They're also much fun.